Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, folks, don't forget to check out our 7-day free trial to the Research Center if you're a swing trader or an investor, and the day trading side would head towards the intraday stock chat. 7-day free trial to both. Let's get into this market analysis today, folks. Markets are down today across the board. S&P down 7, Dow down 25, NASDAQ down 19.5. I called this down day yesterday. Members last night, as part of the Research Center, you guys heard it here first. I said, guys, tomorrow will be a down day, and that was referring to today. How did I know that? Simply put, PPT methodology and obvious signals out there. All right? Markets right now on the SPY down 73 cents. Probably head towards that 200 MA by the close, even though we have a small bottoming tail right here. But any way you cut it, again, it's just an easy call downside. And again, how did we take advantage of this? I mean, okay, great. You called a move in the markets like you've called millions of other moves in the market and in individual stocks. So how did you take advantage? The simple answer is I put out trade alerts yesterday that shorted the market overall. All right, SDS, for instance. We bought SDS, which is 2 times short the S&P 500. All right, that's how we played it, and we're making money today. So it's awesome. I mean, bottom line is, to be able to nail specific days like this and pivot points, it's awesome. Now, this isn't a big turn. Don't get me wrong. This is not a big turn date, cycle date by any stretch. It was just an obvious downside move coming today. I'll talk about a little bit of it. I can't talk about a lot of it because some of it's proprietary just for members here. But the basics of it are this. The market has continued up, making new highs pretty much every day. If you listen to the news, if you listen to the analysts out there, they're all predicting a move straight up to new all-time highs on the S&P 500 and then a pullback. All right, everyone knows, well, no, I shouldn't say everyone knows, almost no one knows, but I know and I teach my members that when everyone is saying something like that, it's not going to happen. What's going to happen instead? Well, what you're going to see is a pullback just prior, which is what we're getting today. Then we're going to go make new all-time highs. The market is actually going to continue even higher. While the analysts say short the market after we make all-time highs, I actually think it's going to make a move higher, about 3% higher, and then we'll top out after that. All right, and again, folks, it's simply put, I mean, there's proprietary methodology behind it, but you have to first and foremost understand the contrarian view. When every analyst on TV is saying something, it's not going to happen. It's not going to be that easy. All right, it's never that easy to just listen to analysts on the screen, on TV, on the radio, and just play it like that. Never is. All right. So in any case, beautiful little reversal today. What I love about this is my trend line from here. If you take a look at this sloping up trend line, this was broken today. That's actually a short-term significant break point, which also confirms the down move for the day. We could float up a little bit into the afternoon as well, but overall it should end up being a down day as predicted. And again, to be able to nail specific days, I mean, we do this left and right, but it is an art, and it does come from the PPT proprietary strategies here that we teach our members that we have developed. All right, what else are we looking at today? What is creating the downside momentum? Well, namely, if you just take a look at Apple. Apple's what's dragging down the NASDAQ. So Apple had this great move up. And again, you can see I was trading it here today, ups and downs, and plenty of volatility here to go long and go short. But the bottom line is, as Apple moved lower after yesterday's pop, the one key was to recognize the key levels. And again, notice the 200 MA here, and as you popped up, you could just sell into the double top right here, which is what we did in the chat room so nicely as well. And then there's been little bounces along the way that I've scalped. But in any case, the point is that Apple is coming down today after a big move up yesterday. Now, it's still holding the 200 and still holding this wide range kind of move up. So that short term is okay for the stock, but any sort of break of this 200, and if it were to close below this level, I would say that it's destined to head lower across the board. And again, it's kind of an interesting situation because overall Apple looked like it was beginning to get ready for a breakout to the upside, and it just hasn't succeeded in doing that. So here's your daily chart on Apple. And again, Apple's had a nice bounce off the lows, but in all fairness, this is a bearish pattern development. And you have to recognize that as well. So I guess the easy way to put this is, if it takes out the 419 level, that's where you have to really be worried about. As long as Apple stays above 419, it's okay. I don't love it based on the price action today or yesterday, but at the same time, it's still above 419, so it's okay. All right, couple other stocks out there that are under pressure. The financials. The financials. So Nasdaq is related to Apple, right? You generally say that Apple, whatever Apple does, the Nasdaq will generally do. So that's where the Nasdaq is today. Now we turn our heads towards the Dow and the S&P, and those are directly related to the financials. The financials are the big boys that control that. And J.P. Morgan today down 39 cents here. This is a nice little double bottom intraday that is actually kissed. But bottom line is JPM is down today. Therefore, you should expect to see the markets a little on the weak side. Same thing with Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is down over $2 today. That's under pressure. Therefore, again, you expect to see the markets under pressure is there. For the Dow Jones Industrial Average, other key stocks would be Chevron, CVX. If we take a look at CVX here, down at the lows of the day, just down 36 cents, but it is under pressure. Also, in relation to the NASDAQ, folks, Google down almost $11 today. Nice little sell-off on Google, so we're seeing some good weakness there. We'll watch again to see how that kind of comes into the end of the day. But it is pulling back decently. If you look at the daily chart, it's an extended move. The interesting thing about this is you actually have major support here, and you could actually look at this as a bullish pattern. So it does tell us that down the line we may see one more surge in Google, but in the short term, obviously, it's coming in with the markets. And again, being short the markets now after yesterday's picking up some short plays out there, and there were other short plays as well given out. But namely, I'm just going to name the SDS as one of them. But that's again the key. I mean, just watching, learning, understanding how this market works, understanding the price pattern and time methodology, and then playing it accordingly gives us a nice profit. So again, another profitable trade there. We're not looking for a huge pullback here. I'd like to get a little bit more out of it. That's about it. And we just rinse and repeat. I mean, just keep profiting. That's all we try to do here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. I just want our members on the right side of every move. That's all. Right side of every move in the markets. Be there, be square, make money. All right, guys. Again, come join the 7-day free trial here. Take the Research Center if you're an investor or a swing trader. Day traders, take the intraday stock chat. 7-day free trial gets you in for a full 7 days. Come join us. See what it's all about. Learn to profit for life. Take care.